Regulations during hearing. In order to ensure public order, security and the effective functioning of the proceedings during the hearing of the 4th of February 2008, the President of the Pretrial Chamber has established the following regulations. 1. All persons who wish to attend the hearing shall appear on the premises of the Extraordinary Chambers in the Courts of Cambodia, ECCC, before 9 a.m. on the date of the hearing. 2. Due to the limited space in the pretrial chamber courtroom, observers are required to sit in the adjacent auditorium where live coverage of the hearing will be transmitted. 3. All cameras, camcorders, tape recorders, and loudspeakers are prohibited inside the courtroom, except as otherwise ordered by the pretrial chamber. 4. All persons are prohibited from smoking or bringing food or drink into the courtroom. 5. All weapons are prohibited inside the courtroom. 6. During the hearing, cell phones must be switched off completely. Visual or audio recording using cell phones is prohibited. 7. Moving, changing seats, or walking freely inside the courtroom without permission is not allowed. 8. All persons shall communicate with the security staff of the ECCC if they need to enter or exit during the course of the hearing. Prohibited from shouting or making loud sounds inside the courtroom. 10. Persons under the age of 18 are not permitted to observe the proceedings. The President of the Pretrial Chamber may take direct action against those who breach these regulations or engage in any illegal activity. Phnom Penh, 24th of January 2008. President of the Pretrial Chamber, signature and stamp Prak Kham San. The court. Please the press. Stop taking photograph of the charged person. Please the press leave the room. In the name of the Cambodian people and the United Nations, today the pre-trial chamber of the extraordinary chambers and the courts of Cambodia declares the hearing of the criminal case number 002-1909-2007 ECCC OCIJ PTC 01 dated 22nd of October 2007, in which first, the charged person Nuon Chea, Cambodian nationality, male, born on the 7th of July 1926 in Wat Ko village, Wat Ko commune, Sangkai district, Battambang province, pre-arrest address, Sa Prum village, Pailan district, Pailan town, Cambodia. Father's name Lao Liu, mother's name Dos Pieng. Is charged with the crimes against humanity and grave breaches of the Geneva Conventions of 12 August 1949, being crimes set out and punishable under Article 5, 6, 29 new and 39 new of the law on the establishment of the extraordinary chambers in the courts of Cambodia, dated 27 October 2004. Defense lawyers Mr. Sonarun, Mr. Michael Pestman. 4 civil parties represented by 3 lawyers, Mr. Hong Kum Suon, Mr. Kum La Chunti, and Mr. Ni Chandi. The greffier are all the parties and participants here. All the participants are present except the foreign lawyer, Michel Pesman. The composition of the hearing today include Mr. Prakum San, Mr. Rowan Downing, Mr. Natal, Mrs. Katinkang Lahus, Mr. Hood Woti, we are all judges, and Mr. Pan Pisali, reserve judge. The greffier here include Mr. Kai Vani and Mr. Dik Jan Laman, co-prosecutors Mrs. Jill Liang and Mr. Robert Patti. The charged person, Nuon Chea, stand up please. What is your name? My name is Nuon Chea. Has you got an alias name? No. How old are you? 82. What is your nationality? Khmer. Where were you born? Khomwat Ko, Sangkai District, Battambang Province. Where was your address before being arrested? In Phsa Phnom Commune, Stungkat Commune. What is your father's name? Lao Lee. My mother's name is Dos Pien. What is your wife's name? Lee Kum Seng. How many children have you got? 3. Have you asked lawyers to support you? I've got 2 defense lawyers, Mr. Sonarun and Kope. Charged person, according to Rule 21D, you are entitled the rights to receive notification of the charges against you. Second, you have the rights to access to counsel. Number 3, you have the rights to remain silent in all the proceedings. Please sit down. Thank you. Mr. Sonarun, do you have any further comments in regarding to the letter to adjourn the hearing? My name is Sonarun, the lawyer of the suspect Nuon Chea. As I already stated in the letter to the pretrial chamber, only this morning I have received the notification letter that my co-lawyer is not allowed to attend this hearing. Personally, as the lawyer of Nuon Chea, the co-national lawyer, and in our court, which is an international court, it needs a co-Khmer lawyer and co-international lawyer. Therefore, if I am alone, and this means that the court does not acknowledge Mr. Kope, I personally alone as the Khmer co-lawyer cannot accept this hearing because this is the international hearing which needs both national and international co-lawyers. Thank you. Please, Your Honor, could you please turn on the mic? Pre-trial chamber has notified all parties, the co-prosecutors, the civil parties, about this letter of you for the adjournment of the hearing. This letter has already been notified to the co-prosecutors and also to the lawyers of the civil parties. Mrs. Co-prosecutor, do you have any comment in regard to the letter of the defense? Your Honor, and the hearing on behalf of the Office of Co-prosecutors, we observe that what has been stated by the defense lawyer and that Mr. Cope has not been be able to work as the lawyer here at the court. Due to the reason that first Mr. Kobe has not been legally accepted as a lawyer here. And point number 2, Mr. Pesman has been informed legally about the conduct of the hearing, which notified since 2007. And of course, he has been already sworn in to act to defend the child person, and this hearing, of course, is a hearing for the interest for the child person in regard to the order of the provisional detention. So if the hearing is not conducted, it will of course damage the interest of the child person. We again observe that the investigation will take place although without the hearing, and we notice also that this hearing is about the detention provisional order hearing, and it's pursuant to the rule of the ECCC and in the Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, because any person is entitled to the right to a speedy trial. And I would like to give this floor to the pre-trial chamber. Mr. Lawyer of the civil party, do you have any comment? Your Honor, and the hearing. On behalf of the civil parties, I agree with Mrs. Co-Prosecutor of the chambers that the child person has lawyers, Mr. Sonarun, and co-lawyer, Mr. Pesman. Michelle Pesman. So it's already pursuant to the rules of the ECCC, and on top of that, he has an additional lawyer, Mr. Victor Kope. So what Mrs. Co-Prosecutor has raised, it is true that Mr. Kope has not been accredited as stipulated in the agreement of the ECCC with the royal government of Cambodia to allow him actually to defend in this court. And again, this is not really the hearing about the fact. It is about the provisional detention order of the so I can see that the notification of the hearing in this particular date, Mr. Michel Pesman has already been notified, and he has a significant time to participate or to prepare for the defense of his client. And also Mr. Sonarun has already been informed, and he has submitted the submission to the pre-trials already. So I support the continued proceeding of the hearing by the bench. Your Honor, please could you please press on the mic? The interpreter cannot hear. Thank you. Mr. Hong Kum Soon, do you have any? Excuse me, Mr. Law Chanti, you have any further comments? Your Honor, my name is Lao Chanti, the lawyer of the civil parties. In regard to the request by the defense, Mr. Sonarun, in regard to the adjournment of the hearing, I think point number one, we haven't observed the submission, as he already submitted the submission on the 14th of November 2007, along with co-lawyer Mr. Michael Pesman, and their names are in the submission. And one more point, the pre-trial chamber has already prepared everything for the hearing today. And on top of that, when there is a hearing here, it is the hearing of the pre-trial hearing, and the lawyers of the charged person are also well prepared. There are some key issues also concerning the civil party. Of course, we really suggest that the proceeding is expeditious because the charged person is very old already. And in the submission, it gives the right to the lawyers to present or to defend the charged person in this hearing, and they already been notified, so they have to be well prepared and attend the hearing because they received this notification a few weeks already. And on behalf of the civil party, I would like the pre-trial chamber to continue this proceeding. Thank you. Mr. Nichandi, do you have any comments? First, Your Honor, my name is Nichandi, the lawyer of the civil parties, and to defend victims saying Thierry in this provisional detention order hearing. We have noticed that the charged person, Nuon Chea, has 3 lawyers, 1 Khmer lawyer and 2 foreign lawyers, Mr. Victor Koppe and Mr. Michel Pesserman. But practically, before the hearing is being conducted, all parties have been notified, and one of the foreign lawyers which shall be present today, Mr. Michel Pesserman, has already been notified on this hearing. So again, his presence today is very important to make sure that the proceeding can be conducted. So again, but the person who is accredited for this hearing absent, which is intentional absent. So again, I would like the pre-trial chamber to consider this phenomenon. Personally, I think I would like to suggest that the pre-trial chamber should continue the proceedings. Okay. Excuse me, the interpreter cannot really hear from the floor. Excuse me, the interpreter could not hear Mr. Sonaron. Please, could you wait until the technical problem is fixed? Anhនឹងវាស្មុកស្មាញសពកញ្ញាវាកាច់ចុះកាច់ឡើងហើយ interpreter មានស្មារតីណាទៅចាំអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំដូចធុញវាមែនតើហ្មងនេះសុំគោរព
Yes, I got it. The interpreter got the floor.
សុំគោរព
Your honors, after having listened to both the co-prosecutors and the defense lawyer of the civil party, I would like to defend my argument the purpose of the defense lawyer who have filed an appeal against the provisional detention order is to ensure that the opening of the hearing is conducted anytime soon. I do understand that we want the trial to be open as soon as possible. And of course we do want it to be conducted very soon, but accidentally myself and Mr. Kope have received an invitation of the pre-trial chamber undersigned by the President of the pre-trial chamber on the 25th of January 2008, notifying the hearing. And on the 4th of February 2008, the list of the composition of the pre-trial chambers and also receive or recognize the presence of Mr. Kope. But why can't Mr. Kope stand in trial in order to defend his client? And for the procedures to appeal to the appeal court in order to ask for recognition, it is the decision of the appeal. It is nothing to do with the pre-trial chamber. And now, if we take the swearing an oath of the Bar Association of the Kingdom of Cambodia to the Appeal Court of Cambodia, is actually the bar to the participation of my co-lawyer to participate in this proceeding. So I don't find this consistent and acceptable. So I would like to take this opportunity to urge the bench to take in my suggestion and request into serious consideration. Thank you.
Are you able to explain to us why Mr. Pestman is not here? I shall repeat.
Mr. Sanadon.
Could you explain to us it's working?
Yeah.
Could you explain to us why Mr. Pestman is not here?
In response to your questions, I would like to ask Mr. Kope, my colleagues now, to respond to this question. Is it possible?
No, I don't think it's possible.
ធម្មតា
Usually, the co-lawyers should be consisted of at least 2 lawyers, and Mr. Kope is taking turns between Mr. Michael Pestman. and the notification period, such as the list of recognition or admission to the proceeding, as well as the invitation of the lawyer to participate in the proceeding on the 25th of January 2008, is a short notice that it cannot permit Mr. Passman to participate in this proceeding. And both the co-prosecutors as well as the bench and all Cambodian people might have already been aware that the flight arrangement is not easy and it cannot be arranged in a short time notice. And what is more, because I believe that Mr. Kopei should be here and he will not have any problems in terms of participating in this proceeding. If he had been noticed a little bit longer than that, then Mr. Pedman would have been arranged and he would have come here on time.
Do you have any knowledge as to when Mr. Pestman could be here? Because at the moment the application for the adjournment is the next available attendance of co-lawyer Pestman. We have no information as to when he will be here, so we need some certainty as to what you are asking for the adjournment.
I would like to respond to this question. I need to contact with Mr. Passman. I cannot respond exactly when he will be able to come. I have to wait until this. If there is any adjournment of this proceedings, then I may contact him, and then I will ask him for sure when he will be able to come to Cambodia. Thank you.
I just observed that if you are asking a court to adjourn, amongst other things, possibility for the next available attendance of someone, it would be useful to be able to inform the court when that next attendance can possibly be. I note that inquiries have not been made, but for future adjournments, please ensure that such inquiries are made.
And